Hello, I'm Paul Miles and I'm at TU-Automotive Detroit 2016. And today I'm joined by Chris Heiser, CEO of Renovo Motors. Hi Chris, thanks for joining us.
Hi Paul, thanks for having us.
That's fine. I just wanted to ask, what do you see as the main challenges for this industry at the moment? It's in flux, we know it's in flux, it's all new things happening all the time. So what sort of challenges does that make for the future?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of challenges, but they're mostly driven by the opportunity to improve transportation in a major way. You have new technologies that are moving to the car that are requiring massively increased levels of computation, of networking, of storage, and of sophistication. And the car is something that has evolved relatively slowly over the past 128 years. And even in the world of electronic cars with fuel injection and ABS, it's been by, let's say, technology standards, a rather slow evolution. And that's changing. You're seeing things happen much faster. This is causing people to rethink architectures, to rethink the way they develop their cars, the way that they commercialize them, the way they sell them, the way they maintain them. And so this type of disruption is working over a multi-trillion-dollar business. It's a huge opportunity, but it's going to be, let's say, a very interesting space over the next 5 to 10 years.
Yes, because traditionally, I mean, even at the moment, it takes probably 3 years from drawing board to turn a wheel for a piece of hardware like a car to hit the streets. And yet in that 3 years, the digital world's moved on quite a bit. So how are you going to solve that mismatch between the necessity of making something robust and usable with the pace to keep pace with the digital world?
That's a great question. So there's a lot of areas. One that we focus on is the concept that the vehicle or the product needs to evolve post-manufacturing. And this is something that people in the PC space and the mobile space understand extremely well. That an iPhone might take a year to develop, but it lives on for many years and continues to add value and change. And some of the automotive makers are starting to do this. You can see companies like Tesla that will improve their products once they've left the showroom floor. That's going to have to be the norm. That moving forward, the only way to keep pace with technology is to allow these products to develop themselves or to develop with their customers after the point that they're manufactured. If you don't do that, then every product you do is essentially frozen in time for 10 years. And as you mentioned, if you look back 10 years in time, technology is moving a lot faster. That you're seeing doubling of computational power roughly every 2 years. All of these types of trends in networking, in technology, in screens, and the overall user experience are moving way faster than the automotive cycle allows today. You still have to build a robust product, as you mentioned, but that doesn't mean you can't make a platform that's flexible enough to evolve after it's left the factory.
And would this evolution, would this involve just the OEMs, or would you see it being a partnership with third parties, first-tier suppliers, second-tier suppliers, to go into a car under warranty and still update it?
I think you have to. That a great story from inside of Apple was that there was a bit of a disagreement amongst the original developers of how many apps there would be for an iPhone at the end of time. And some people felt it would be a few hundred, and some people felt it would be a few thousand. It's over 1.5 million applications for that platform. And that's just on 20 sensors. The car is a $20, $30, $40, $50,000 device that has hundreds or maybe even thousands of sensors. The application space is far too vast for any OEM or tier one to fully exploit the capability of that platform. You have to open it up to third parties. And I know that that's something that will be a challenge, and it's going to make a lot of people, particularly indemnity lawyers, very worried. But that's a solvable problem. These are things that technology can solve, and you just need responsible, thoughtful people on both sides of the table. But it ultimately means the OEMs have to think about their cars much more as a development platform than as a manufacturing platform, and really none of them do that today. They mostly see their car as a platform for manufacturing, not a platform to develop technology on.
Thank you for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Very nice.